Good morning, good morning. Happy Friday. Hope everyone's having a great morning and a great trading session so far. Where's my paper? I am a little green. I've taken 3 trades. I won 2, lost 1. Currently risking 30% of every trade. 30% of my available drawdown on my Apex account for each trade, and then just 3 contracts each on Top Step, just because Top Step I'm going to end up canceling anyway. It doesn't matter. Good morning, Applejacks. Good morning, Trenches. How are you guys this morning? So to show you guys my trades real quick, probably show them again later on the stream. This was the first trade right here, just alternate pullback because it started with a lower low. Really easy trade there. Missed this one. Was this a regular pullback? Yeah, that was a regular pullback. I missed it. Only because there was like a super heavy flip of order flow at the last second, like legit. It went from like -100 delta to +12 in like a half a second. So with it not even being close to what I wanted it to be positive, and I think I wanted the delta to be like less than 40. So, lately I've been making it a habit of just like putting the order in if it's close, but -100 is not close to positive anything. So it flipped last second, and I didn't even have time to put the pending order in because it just took off. There was a little bit of drawdown in the bar after the entry bar, and then it just took off. So then I took this buy right here, and I guess I was a little too early because I did end up losing that one. Got right back in for the win. I don't even really know if I can do anything to mitigate this particular loss in the future. You can see this yellow line right here is going through the body of this candle. There's a possibility that maybe the actual order flow, it being like a continuation instead of a trap at that level, is a possibility. I'm not quite sure. I don't have enough data for it. So for now, I'm cool with that loss. But like I said, it set right back up and then I won. So I've just been kind of waiting for us to break the zone at that point. So like typically when I start getting into divergence below my major half trend, there are times that we hit the zone and then we just continue in the trend direction, but then there's other times where we'll bounce off, try to continue the uptrend, and then we just fail and we start heading down. So that's kind of what we did here, and I've just been waiting. So we kind of are just now having the breakout that I've been looking for, but still not completely broken out yet. So I'll sit and wait. Oh shit, Jordan. I hope you weren't in any trades. Good morning, Amelia. Good morning, Janelle. How are you guys this morning? So yeah, those are the only trades that I've taken so far. Kind of mad that one flipped so quickly at the last second because I was definitely looking to take it. I ain't gonna lie to you. But it's all good. 87. Got my finger on the break even because no need. That completely. All right. No need for the break even then. 19. I highly doubt that sets up right. had a feeling that one wasn't gonna set up right, and I was correct. That one, thankfully, I was able to get out beforehand. Thankfully. I feel like I'm getting a sty on my eye. Very interesting move. Old song. Oh, I'm an idiot. I was supposed to get in that. Is that more? Yeah, I was. Damn. Damn. I missed this one. I just realized I was looking for it to clear the previous low, but it actually wasn't supposed to. 65. So that's my fault. Damn. There's a lot going on in this candle. Looking for the divergence play off the half trend, but it looks like we might push up too far. Yeah, we pushed up too far. All right. Yeah. I don't know why. I didn't realize how much volume was in this swing right here, but that let me know that I wanted this bar to close on that previous low, and it literally closed on it to the tick, which is fine. And it just completely took off. I know I would have been filled too. Yeah, there was literally 2 different opportunities for me to be filled there, as you can see. So yeah, I think I'm basically out 2 trades right now, but whatever. All right, let me go back. Sorry guys. I had to restart my modem yesterday because my internet was so wonky yesterday, and I got 650 megs up and down, so yeah, I was not happy. It wasn't even at cold trenches. Nice and green. Yes, Janelle. Let's hope it stays this way. Thank you. You have to leave early today. Good morning, New. How are you? They do that shit again. I'm gonna ask for a credit. Hell yeah. Might as well. I used to get, when our internet was really bad with Spectrum, I used to get us credits all the time. I would tell them like, I'm a day trader, my mom works from home, and I'm a gamer, and I stream, and you guys are fucking with my money. Wow, so you trying to type in press enter. I'm gonna get my Applejacks, you're crazy. You hiding out at work? Why? Oh, New is crazy. See, Applejack, you see how you got New acting? New was not like this when he first got here. I'm weak. Ban them. Nope, you shouldn't have told us what you did for a living, honey. You everybody's sugar mama now. Oh, man. I'm weak. Let's see. 38. Highly doubt. I want to see what this trade does because this is something that I have written in purple, meaning I don't know if I like it yet. But basically, so far with this particular pattern, as long as it's attached to a level, it works. All right, yeah, so I'm gonna make that a thing. You see how hard we just pushed off like that? Definitely gonna make that a thing for sure. Now it's like 3-0, basically. And it kind of makes sense why it works too. So, yeah, we're gonna make that a thing. We're gonna make that a thing. I'm okay with sitting out of that one though because I still just didn't have enough data, and I still kind of don't because only 3 trades. But I also don't think that I was really I don't think that I was writing down every single occurrence either because I already had like a specific pattern I was always looking for. So I don't know. 148, that's not a weak level. See if we can trap here. I gotta be careful with the delta. It's getting close. Now it's not a trap. Now it is a trap. All right. Decided to do something different instead. But yeah, that was a really nice push. Why is that like that? Oh, I'm gonna fix the charts, but you could see I would have definitely gotten filled. But no stewing, Apple Jacks. I even looked back over it last night, like, do I really wanna? And I just really didn't know. 148. Just really didn't know. All right, push down too far there. Almost certain. Yeah, I really don't think I've been writing them down, but so far it's 3-0. So it's all good. We'll see. All right. You get a week off for New Year's. Time between Thanksgiving and Christmas drags. My mom, she like her time off every year, her vacation time is use it or lose it at this point. So because she doesn't really get sick and stuff like that, she usually uses most of her time towards the end of the year. So I think between like right before Christmas all the way into New Year's, she's usually off work. He was going off on Patrick. Oh yeah, trenches, just be done. If your internet messing up and you green, don't let the internet take you red, please. Market Club. Oh, that's who Rips is, the Market Clubhouse guy. Yeah, I feel like tried to watch one of his streams before and I was like, yeah, no. 30 minutes into his stream. Okay, I'm gonna watch it later. You know I love a good read. Damn, 5 in your group taking off at that time. Yeah, I'm definitely getting a style in my eye. I could feel the bulb right here and it hurts. I'm gonna have to hot pack my eye. Sometimes I can't feel it right before it comes, but usually if I could feel it like now, I could just hot pack my eye like all day today and maybe a little bit tomorrow and the style will never like fully form. I've had to have a style cut out of, I think it was this eye. One of my eyes I had to get one cut out of and it's still like an indentation from him having to take the scalpel and open it up. My eye was, it was so swollen that like you could see the pus underneath my eyelid because my eyelid was so swollen and stretched out that you could see right through my freaking eyelid. Like it was so bad. And all you seen was like a ball of pus there. So he was like, so we're gonna have to go ahead and cut this now. I'm like, what? He was like, yeah. And no pain medicine, pretty much, no nothing. If I'm not mistaken, he tried to give me some lidocaine paste or something. Baby, that did not work. Okay, which makes sense. I mean, because yeah, you put the lidocaine on the skin, but once you get past the outer layer of the skin that has the pain medicine, well, there's nothing there to help me when you're going through all this tissue. Okay, so yeah, that was not fun. And he just took the blade and then they tested the inside, the pus or whatever, and I basically had MRSA, or basically a resistant strain of bacteria in the pus or whatever, which obviously is really bad because, you know, it gets into your eye as well. So I could have really lost my eyesight. But yeah, I recovered from it. But I get styes like here and there, not very often, probably like once a year, once every couple of years. I used to get them a lot worse when my allergies were a lot worse, but it was like after that, I really wanted to get out of the field I was in with nursing. At the time I was in neuro, and we used to have a lot of MRSA positive patients, a lot. So I was like, yeah, it's that time for me to get up out of here, because no, I can't be losing my eyesight because I'm taking care of these people. So yeah, I have stories for days, guys, for days. I'm gonna treat this. I'm not gonna take the buy going back towards that, even if it is valid, which doesn't look like it will be, but I just don't like how that bar up there, how I call that a pin bar. I just don't, it's counting this as the pullback instead of the actual reversal bar. So just to be careful, I won't take any trades going back towards that, because normally I don't if it's an actual pin bar. So oh, and look, it was invalidated anyway. Good. All right, 62. Oh, don't lose. That trade doesn't even lose that much. What are you doing? What are you doing? Can't be mad at it. All right, where am I at? Negative now. All right. What's the December top step at? Negative $27. Okay. This is what happens when you miss trades. All right, let me go back to 3. This is what happens when you miss trades. Because all of that could be covered. That's not a trade that loses much, so I don't, it is what it is. 56, 62. Yeah, that was just fine. What's the 5-minute chart look like? Ugly. We're kind of, let's see, just push up. It's a pretty big pullback here. Oh, y'all don't have to accrue time. Well, that's nice. That just gave you the creeps. You would have passed out. It wasn't too bad. Not working at those places anymore. Yeah, the thing was, like, even when I worked there, I would always gown and glove up, you know, and even wear like a mask and stuff. But back then, unless somebody had like a precaution where it had to do with like droplets in the air or anything like that, like you didn't really wear a mask. And yeah, I don't really know how it got in my eye, but it did. Yeah, she was wearing an eye patch. My mama trying to be a pirate. Okay, Trenches. Your daughter is too much for me. Hi, Green Knight. How are you this morning? Good morning. Oh, man. Good morning, True. How are you this morning? Gold is not playing nice today. Aye. Is it choppy today? Amelia, I'm surprised Trenches ain't come in here and say, don't say kids with an S. Because I think he only got one. But I ain't sure. Oh, look. Right when I said that. Right when I said that. Trenches like, don't put no more kids on me. Oh, man. Let's see. 7. That's not going to work. No, it's going to work. I think what I should have done 2 days ago, when I was looking at the first pullbacks after a new trend change and it would like the entry bar would touch the zone, I looked at that, but I did not look at just the first pullback period. Because a lot of times the first pullback will actually rotate off of the zone. So like this bar would touch the bottom of the zone and then the entry bar would touch the top. And that trade works out a lot of the time, like most of the time. But I don't think I really looked at the first pullback. Just a traditional pullback doesn't touch anything except my half trend. So I'll look at it and see, but it's probably just a trade that I can't really mitigate, which is fine. I just want the highest win-loss ratio I could possibly have without having to be 100%. So that's not realistic. I don't really care about that, but if I was to guess that anything was wrong with that trade, it would be that. Oh yeah, I did put my minor half trend on the charts when I got off yesterday. So now you can see the correlation between the minor one and the major one. Can't complain. Good, good. Not sounds like when it's plenty because she probably got her daddy personality. Wait, 1 and 1 on the way. Uh-oh. Siege. No, ma'am. I'm not part of that conversation. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. All right, we're at the VWAP now. We got about an hour left in the session. So, all right, that account all right, this is what we're gonna do now. Since we have an hour left, if I want to get back to full drawdown, I got to get to 1,500. I need another $1,500 in the Apex account. So I'm going to risk half of the drawdown at this point. Yeah, I'm probably going to risk half. And we just go from there. We either gonna bust it in 2 trades or yeah, see what happens. See what happens around the VWAP. Now we go for 7 contracts. All right, we're back. We flipped back green again. I'm going 7 contracts on the next trade. Does it show you guys? Okay, yeah, it does show my from closed up there. All right, so yeah, on the Apex account, I'm gonna be risking half. So, since I'm basically risking $100 per trade, $94, I'm gonna go 7 contracts to risk 700 on the next trade. Gotta get away from the VWAP though. And then more than likely, if I get the account to the full drawdown, I'm probably gonna stop trading it like as soon as I hit the 2,500, and then we'll just only trade the 2 top step accounts. And that's just so that I can go into Monday with full drawdown if we get to that point. So we can basically be starting fresh. Wait, why did I lock that? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why I locked that level. All right. Does Apex reset on monthly renewals? Yes, yes, yes. Good morning, Ola. Good morning, Paul. How are you guys this morning? This one might be old enough to, by the time you have another one. That means it's time to get going. You can't have too big of a gap. What you doing? Go was barcoding after open range. Just dropped 25 ticks though. 340 in profit. Nice, nice. See, you was almost ready to give in. I'm selling bit. What you selling? They haven't gotten back to you about your payout? What day did you submit again, Ola? And also, did you do the ID verification before or after you submitted a payout? I know you said that you passed it, but was it before or after? Huh, what'd I do, Applejacks? All right, Amelia, be safe. I hope everything goes well. You serious? I'm serious too. You gotta get it going. Look, I be telling my friends all the time, like, I've always wanted to be a mom, but I also didn't want to be attached to the wrong person for the rest of my life. So I just didn't have kids yet. And I used to always be that like, oh, I want to wait 2 years in between all my kids because that's how long it takes a woman's body to fully heal. And but shit, let me tell y'all something. I'll be 35 next year. By the time I start having kids, whenever that may be, baby, these bitches, I'm popping them out. Okay? As soon as 6 weeks is over, let's go again. Cause who's finna wait now? No, I'm not. Oh, because I said, what you selling? Well, he said he sell a bit, and I don't know if I believe that, so I just asked him what he was selling. A bit of. They asked after you submitted? Okay, Wednesday? Okay. Okay, so you submitted Wednesday. Remember, they say that 48 business hours is typically what, you do have some people who get approved same day, next day. But if you don't hear anything within 48 hours, that's when you want to submit a ticket. So I would say submit a ticket if you haven't heard anything by Monday because they do approve on the weekends, but technically that's not a business day. So I would say submit a ticket on Monday if you have not heard anything by the weekend. But technically today is still your second business day, so it's okay. Paul said, what you say? What? Paul, what you talking about? Janelle, how do you know? Uh-oh, Discord. Oh, wait a minute. Thoughts are thrown in at him. You are correct, Janelle. Trenches is very handsome. Oh, Jesus. I don't even know how I'm going to deal with y'all today. I don't. I don't and I won't. Applejack's like, skirt, what's this Discord? Yay. Let me turn my heater off. Because I'm getting hot. Why you ain't seen? Add him on Discord, girl. Oh my goodness. Add him on Discord, honey. Wait, why he ain't on my Discord? Trenches, I thought we were friends on Discord. Uh-oh, I almost closed the DM, child. Good morning, Pred. Oh. Sorry, S. I'm weak. I thought me and Trenches was friends on Discord. Wait, I'm not crazy. Wait, S. Let's back it up, back it up, back it up. We were talking about, okay, Amelia thought Trenches had more than one kid, but he only had one. And he said by the time he has another, his daughter is going to be old enough to babysit. And I was like, no, you need to pop them out. You can't have too much of a distance between them. So then I was talking about how I used to want to wait like a certain number of years between kids, but because I'm almost 35 at this point, whenever I start having kids, if I decide to have them, they're just going to have to be popped out back to back. Because who's going to wait? Who's going to have a kid at 45? Not me. So that's what happened. Applejack's Adam is just Trench's trader on Discord. You'll see he's very handsome. Girl, and he tall. Mm-hmm. Ay. All right, I'm just waiting for the next setup. I still got my chart trader set to seven contracts. Ay. That wasn't what I was looking for. Oh. For level, there's no level there. It can't bounce off of anything. You have 2, Paul? I have 0, but I do have 3 nieces and nephews who I love like my own. Matter of fact, I just got pictures of them. My niece had a Christmas concert. Here are my babies. Wait, let me turn the... Here they are. Here's my little babies. Yeah, my niece had a little Christmas concert. I wanted to go, but I just was not feeling well. So I didn't go. But yeah, I'm here for the crazy. Listen, we like to have a good time, okay? What size shoe? See, now hold on, Janelle. Hold on. Wait. Wait a minute, ma'am. Wait a second. 35. All right, I think I'm almost at the point where I could take some trades again. Let's see, 35. Except I don't know if this is going to set up properly, but we'll see. Risking 700. It's too much delta here right now, but still too much to trap. I need a level attached, which is not. Like, market, what you gonna do, bud? With my counter trend moves, there's like one other pattern I want to pay attention to see if it works long term. Right now it's not setting up, but all right. That invalidated that. 85. I want this to be a trap, which it is not currently. Right? See if that sets up properly. Just need the delta to flip. Nope. That might flip at the last second, yeah. What do you want to do? Y'all, did y'all see how fast? Do y'all see how fast that took off? I was right. I mean, there was no feel here. Look at this. Literally bar close and it just skipped straight down. That's one of the cons of using limit orders, but it's also a positive at the same time, because when you think about it, like, think about how fast it just flipped down like that. If I had a market order, I probably would have been filled down here somewhere, and that's an absolute hell no. So hold on, let me put on my chart, take profit before entry. That was a little insane. All right, where's all this volume coming from? All right. The spike of volume is I'm a little off. First of all, I just missed this. I'm just like surprised that the market just started moving like this out of nowhere, to be honest with you. Let's see, 12. Yeah, I missed this in the process of all of that. Mainly because I forgot what the previous volume was right there. 12. I highly doubt this sets up right. That was a perfect buy too, and I know I would have gotten filled. You could see the outside bar right there, so I would have absolutely gotten filled. I'm really just waiting for the pullback. It's almost impossible for the divergence to set up properly, so I'm not really worried about it. I'm just waiting on the pullback. 955.39. All right, we pushed up too far for now. Unless we pull back to about, no, we didn't do that. So there's that. All right. Not we silly. We just telling the truth. Sell and take profit. NQ all-time high and it's Friday drop. Good morning, Polly. How are you? I tried to take a sell right wherever that was, just slammed down. I didn't get entered. This trade right here, I'm still kind of iffy about if I like it, so I don't really count that one, but for sure that one I had the order there. You could see it. Been a break all-time highs and deep pullback kind of month. Absolutely has. You're buying at the Delta flip. Fridays take profits from all-time high. Pull trades with Delta 2. Somebody walked into the room you was in, so you went back to your desk. Look, this was supposed to be my area. What are you doing in here? 29. All right, let's see. Got look how fast things are just slamming down. It's a little crazy. That wasn't a valid trade for me anyway. $107. That one wasn't either. All right, let's see what we do. Still have 45 minutes left. It's so weird to go all the way to 10:30 again. We still got 45 minutes left in the session. Still waiting on the next trade. I missed a little bit today though. What, 3 trades, right? 2. Maybe 2. I would like for the zigzag to turn green. All right, there we go. 55. Might be too much. No. Oh, that's way too much delta. Are we gonna switch trades? Looks like it. All right, we're at yesterday's high. All right, let me go. You hate open office four-way. That's how my real estate office was when I used to do real estate. Like, you had a couple, like the highest earners were on the perimeter in like glass offices, but everybody else had like just the very front was more traditional desks with no like privacy screens. And then about halfway through towards the back, so like when you were newer or you were like on the lower end as far as income goes, you were in the front. And then you kind of moved your way to the back where they had like I don't know the material, but like just the material privacy in between each desk, and then you had the privacy like in the front, but it wasn't like all the way like past your head or anything like that, but it still gave you some privacy. And then you went to the glass, and yeah, I don't really like people either. So it's like the more open this is, the more you're going to want to talk to me, and I don't really want to talk to you. Excuse me. Unlock. What is this price? 754. 75. Cool. Plus 300 for the day. You're done. Congratulations. Nice, nice, nice. Did I get to the glass? No, I was 19. I didn't even, so I really only worked like 5 hours a week. I did it from 19 to 2021. I really just did it because that was the only, I was in nursing school. I was playing for my school, which was a D2 college, and I chose D2 so that I could play sports, get a decent scholarship, and not have to worry about failing out of nursing school. And not failing because I'm not smart, but failing because nursing school is one of the few where like you can't miss classes. That you just can't. There's nothing you could do about it. It doesn't matter. They don't care if you're traveling. They don't care about any of that. So like if you miss 2 classes, I think it is in nursing school, you got to start that whole that one over. Yeah. So yeah, that was the only job that I could really have where I could make my own hours and everything. So yeah. But I made some really good money though. There was a lot of months where I was in the top 10 in the office. And at the time, our office sold more houses than the next 10 competitors combined. So, yeah. And I was top 10 a lot, but I just didn't care enough. I always knew it wasn't going to be like a full blown career or anything like that. That wasn't the purpose. I just wanted to, because after nursing school, I only had like maybe $7,500 in student loans, which I cried when I cried about it. Like, girl, do you know how many people have way more than that? But yeah, I ended up like my very first year of college, I had a full ride, but it was a very small school. Like there was maybe 500, 600 students, and my graduating class was almost 700. So it was a very small school. And I got my medical assisting diploma in like 9 months. And so I could have went back. It was an accelerated program, so I could have went back for 10 more weeks and got my associates, um, and then transferred to the Chicago one, and gotten my bachelor's in 2.5 years in nursing. But I decided I didn't want to go to Chicago at the time, so I just didn't. Um, but yeah, so after that, when I went to my D2, I went to a different school to finish off my prereqs, and then I decided to finish off at the D2 school, and I walked on to the basketball team and had pretty much the highest scholarship. 11. Oh, that was 11 too. And that was like after not playing basketball for a whole year and a half. The answer will always be nothing, mind your business. I'm weak. It really is too cold to do anything. One of my friends just asked me, "What you doing Saturday?" Baby, I'm in the house. I will see y'all in the spring. I can't. I cannot. I cannot. All right. 30 minutes left. I'm so mad because I should be well beyond full drawdown at this point, but I mean, it is what it is. Especially when the market started spiking. I mean, anytime that happens, I'm like, I kind of get a little cautious because I'm like, okay, well, now the pattern isn't like super duper normal. So does it still work the same way? Like, I just start thinking like that sometimes, and I shouldn't. I shouldn't, but I do. But then it also just throws me off because the market has been pretty consistent with like the rate in which the market is painting. Like, we haven't had a whole lot of spikes like what just happened back there. So it just kind of threw me for a loop a little bit. Just a tad, just a tad. Let me see. It's just crazy because I would have basically been, if I didn't miss wherever that freaking divert, this one right here, I would basically be back to full drawdown almost. I would be like $400 away or something like that. Something like that. If the next trade wins, I should be back to a $50,000 balance. I just still won't have the full drawdown though. I'll be at like I don't know, maybe like 2,200, something like that. You gotta kind of break away from here though. Yeah, no student loan debt after graduating. So one of my best friends, he had like damn near six figures, if not six figures, and his school ended up shutting down. And I'm pretty sure they lost their accreditation first and then they shut down or something like that. And so his student loans were forgiven, but it took like a good 2 years or so for it to actually close out properly, come off of his credit report, you know, and things like that. So, but he's so happy. I forgot how much he still owed, but he still owed a lot. So basically, he got his education for free. And I mean, obviously, you know, he has so much work experience and he's been working for the same people pretty much since I've known him. So it's not like they were going to fire him because he, you know, his school now is invalid, I guess. But all right, let's see. 33. Oh my God. I clicked the wrong damn button, y'all. Whoops. I'm glad I paid attention to that. I was like, how is the order filled? I was looking for a buy. I clicked the shit. I clicked the close red button. Whoops. Thank God that wasn't a disaster, because it could have been. That could have been a disaster. That is probably the first time I've literally ever done that. 33. My gosh. I would have been so mad at myself. How do you make that mistake? Whoopsies. Where's my trade performance? I don't even know. Wow. Let's see. That's crazy. I got like 3 points out of that too. That's scary. That's very scary. All right, now we're pushing towards the new lows, which is crazy because earlier we were pushing new highs. Where's the resistance levels? We're not even extended yet. This is the first resistance level right there. That's crazy. That is insane. Insanity. Sit on my hands. No, I was trying to push the green. I just don't know how I pushed the red. I have no idea. No idea. All right, let me go back. 150K in student loans. And she's an event planner? Oh, she started off in psychology. Come on. Come on. What? 97.50. That did touch that. Wow. 150 is crazy. And then to go out of state for something, nah. If I'm gonna go out of state and incur those kind of fees, like I'm gonna make sure that when I get out of school, we gonna be able to pay these babies back real fast. You have an MIS degree and you're a trucker now. I mean, life happens. You don't have to talk to anyone. I swear, when you get to that point in life, it's just like, give me any career where I don't really have to talk to people. My interaction is very minimal. Like, please. Use your code. Oh, thank you, Anne. Thank you, thank you. You just passed the 50K? Congratulations. Nice. 50Ks are my favorite. All right, can't take a buy. Damn, I forgot to change the color. I forgot to change that thing. 33. Anytime we're pushing back towards the new low like this, I needed to pull back to one of the half trends. Well, really just the first one. I don't want it to pull back beyond the first one. Otherwise, it's too hard of a push. That trade doesn't work out well. What is the range of today? My goodness, where's the daily chart? High is 908, low is 676. Amazing. Amazing. Oh. Delta's not right for the reversal up yet. $42. Still nothing. $184. Highly doubt the push down will work. There's 184 delta in this double bottom. And the likelihood that whatever the next reversal bar down will be more than 184 is very slim to none. Anytime I'm going back towards a double bottom or double top, the delta of my entry bar has to be more than the delta of the double bottom, double top. All right, where's my drawdown now? 1800. Oh, I'm tripping. Started with a double bottom, so I'm not looking for the buy. We got 30 minutes left. Okay. That is weak right there. 55. All right, market had other plans. Just trying to see if we were gonna break it, go back up, but doesn't look like it. This is what the 5-minute chart looks like right now. It's not what I tried to do. Wait, where's the gap? Looks like we're trying to push towards filling the gap. Got a little ways to go, like another 30 points and we'll fill the gap from the open last night. 642. We opened at 642 and we are currently around 685. So yeah, about 40 points. What time frame am I using for my delta? I'm using Orderflow on Renko's. You've done enough with that? Look, it's Friday, you're right. Yeah, Paul, I use the Renko chart. So this is the same Renko chart as what you see over there. It's just it shows the order flow numbers. And so the numbers on the top are obviously the delta, right? And then the numbers in between are just how, just how you would normally read order flow. And whenever there's like an imbalance, it'll paint the numbers white. So I only have the other numbers as blue just so I can see them there. I don't really use them, but they're there. I more so want to know if there's an imbalance or not. It doesn't really matter at the moment, but I think that my counter trend divergence move, one of the particular volume patterns I like to trade, I think that I can use the imbalance in my favor. So it like bolds the number really, really bold with a white font. But yeah, so I just look at delta in that way. And so fixed automatic. Yeah, so basically when I'm looking for entries, I'm essentially looking at the delta of my entry bar versus the delta of the previous reversal bar in the same direction. And so I use volume and market structure to kind of tell me who's in control of the trends. And then I use that helps me determine what delta pattern or order flow pattern I'm looking for, basically. So like this divergence, for instance, right here, going back for the sell, there's more volume in this swing than this one, even though there's less bars in this swing, right? And so also I look at the swing of this. So like there was 1.7 thousand volume in this swing, but only 281 in this one. So what does that tell you? That means that the buyers have started to take control of the trend because we didn't get enough sellers to push more volume in this particular swing. So like, let's say we're just looking like this. And so then we push up, we create this divergence. There's more volume in this swing than that one. So the buyers are definitely in control. And so most of the time when I'm looking for the order flow pattern to let me know I can get into a trade, I would be looking for the buyers to be in control of the point of control and then attempt to trap them, basically. In a nutshell. 47. So it's like different moving parts. And that's why when I started developing this combo, because before I was trading just volume and then just caring about where the point of control is in the entry bar. And then I transitioned to order flow just by itself. I wasn't really paying much attention to volume at the same time. And then when I started trading this way, November 5th, the combination of the two, it's why it's kind of taken me the last month and a little bit of change to kind of get everything where I want it to be, because it's just so many moving parts. You know, is the entry bar attached to the VWAP or a pivot level? Because that can change the reason behind price reacting there. So there are some setups where with the order flow combination that I'm looking for, like, oh, I'm looking for this, but if it's attached to the VWAP like this, you can't take it. And it's because really price is only reacting there temporarily because the level's there, basically. So yeah, one day I'm gonna like one day once I get like far into this strategy or whatever, not that far, but I'm gonna show you guys like how I categorized my setups to kind of help me throughout the process of figuring out the strategy. I'm definitely gonna do that. Definitely. I probably could have taken that. 16. Oh no, I couldn't have. Opposite levels attached. I can't. But yeah, because the way that I'm super analytical, and you guys will see this when I show you guys some of my notes and like how I want to get to it. I want to do like a how I develop my strategy video type of thing. But when you guys see how I take notes, you'll see like, oh, this is how she finally figured things out after so long, because I'm super detailed. And sometimes because I'm super detailed, that's why every time I make a huge change to my strategy, I just go in with 1 day of backtest data, because if I go more than that, I'm going to drive myself crazy trying to collect all the data, and I don't want to do that. I'd rather just take my time, collect data on a daily basis, and figure it out from there. But the way that I do it, it makes it very easy, especially if you have like a much simpler strategy than I do. The way that I take notes and I categorize things would make it so easy for you to figure out where a problem might be in your strategy, if there's a problem. Again, we can't be 100%, you know, can't have 100% strategy win rate wise, but we could try to get damn close. We could try. 49. We could try. 49. Oh, that's a hell of a push. Too much delta there. Yep, Paul, it's not time based at all. Everything is just based on Renko's. I have no time to. When I show you guys the 5-minute chart, that's just to say, oh, this is what a 5-minute chart looks like. But I don't look at any time-based chart at all for any of my analysis at all. Whether it's to get into a trade, to look at the trend bias, none of that. Everything is strictly based off of Renko's. You do like delta-based strats? Yeah. It takes some getting used to. Like when I first bought this order flow indicator, baby, I would say all the time, like the numbers are moving too fast. Like it takes some getting used to, but again, that's also because I'm trading a smaller Renko size. Like my Renkos are only 16 ticks on Nasdaq at that. So it took a lot to get used to. Now, the only thing that ever really trips me up is when Delta is turning too fast. Like I'll just show you guys a bar just so you can see like how fast the point of control can move and who's in control and things like that. Another reason why I did put the numbers back in, because at first I didn't have the numbers, was so that I can see like, okay, we're getting the volume here is getting close to the number in the point of control, so the point of control might flip, which is important for me to know. Because sometimes I'm looking for a trap, meaning if I'm looking for a buy, I want the sellers to be in control of the point of control. If I want a continuation and I'm going for a buy, well, then I want the buyers to be in control in the point of control. So it can move really fast, but lately it hasn't been moving so fast that I can't see it. It's just like sometimes things will change at the very last, like millisecond before the bar closes. And that's why a lot of times my trades, I'm not in the trades for that long if you really pay attention. And the reason why is because with me trading volume and order flow, a lot of my entries are momentum based. And that's how you can see how the one trade, where was that? The one trade back here, wherever it was it here? I don't know. Wherever that sale was when the market just kind of took off. Oh, it was up here. That's how the market just like completely took off like that. I mean, milliseconds. Literally from the close of this bar right here, the close was 16.2. And by the time it got down here, it was 16.5. So all of that happened in 0.3 seconds. You get what I'm saying? So I'm expected sometimes to not be able to get an entry for that very reason. And I'm okay with that. I am absolutely okay with that. 22 inside. All right, we pushed up too far. I was kind of not wanting to take that trade, not because of my P&L or anything, just because of kind of where we are right now. Where this yellow line is where my middle, you can't see the middle half trend on the charts. You can only see my minor and my major one. But this is where we changed to a downtrend and we immediately rejected and came up here. So I don't really always like to take those trades. All right. We got a trend change. But yeah, going back to I'll tell you what I was looking at for that sale wherever it was. I gotta find it again. And I kind of had a feeling I was gonna get screwed and not be able to get into that sale. All right, so what I was looking at here, there was more volume in this push up than this one, even though there was only a couple of bars here. And so that lets me know that the buyers are attempting to take control of the downtrend. Obviously, it's a downtrend. The color in the background is red, right? And so I'm looking for a trap, which it was. The sellers were in control of the point. I mean, the buyers were in control of the point of control. And in order for price to continue pushing down properly, there needs to be less delta in this bar than the previous bar down, because that lets you know that for sure the buyers never took control of the trend, even though it looked like they were about to. And yeah, that trade sets up quite often, and I don't think I've ever lost it, knock on wood, but I've never lost it so far in over a month. But volume told me I needed to trap. Delta reminds you of options, which gives you PTSD. Delta sounds way cooler than fib levels or other stuff. I used to trade with fibs. One of my best friends, the only one who trades actually, he trades with fibs and he does pretty well. He does trade Forex. He trades gold and AU, which I don't know why he loves AU so much. It moves so slow. Oh my gosh. But yeah, he uses He uses fibs, and he uses it in conjunction with looking for imbalance, like liquidity grabs or imbalances. And no, he's not an ICT trader. He's been using this language way before ICT even became a thing, because we've been trading for 10 years. But yeah, he looks for an imbalance, I think, on a 4-hour chart, and then he drops down to maybe a 1-hour chart and trades fib levels. And his entry is usually on a fib level that's a liquidity grab kind of combination or something like that. Something like that. It wants to sound like they in the army. I'm weak. 2-minute delta and use 30-second delta. Not good for trend days or longer trend periods. I don't think I've ever used order flow on a 2-minute chart. I was looking at an old journal from like January of last year. This was before I was really taking trading serious again, because I ain't really start taking it serious again until I got on YouTube a year ago. But I was using volumetric bars. I was paying attention to delta, but I was using it in combination with my Renkos, and I was like, baby, we're gonna do something else. But the biggest thing with trend days is, if you're looking for reversals off of highs and lows, you really, really, really have to pay attention to volume divergence. Incorporate it with delta. That's like the easiest way to do it. Yeah, I think that's like the easiest way to do it personally. 29. All right, let's see. We got 10 minutes left. Let's see if we can get another trade in. That wasn't what I was looking for. It worked out, but it's not normal for it to. 29. Damn, we pushed too far. I was hoping we rejected off of the half trend and just pushed up, but the market had other plans. There's no way you push up there. Of course. I was looking for the buy, but we closed right on a level, so I couldn't take it. I just needed one more funky ass trade. Just one. Just one. The market can be so disappointing sometimes. It's good to me only on Mondays. Only being able to only trade one day for a pair is crazy. Yeah, I hated AU. My favorite pairs when I traded Forex was GJ, um, GJ, GN, GA, EA, UJ sometimes, kind of depending. But those were kind of like my favorites, especially GN. GN moved like Nasdaq to me. It moved even crazier than GJ, which is why I liked it. You meant the word itself. Oh, no. Yeah, fibs are cool. I actually at one point a couple of months ago, I was starting to look at fibs. This the zigzag indicator. Wait, is it that one? I feel like the zigzag indicator, it actually can paint auto fibs for me. And so I was starting to look at fibs and trying to figure out if I wanted to do that. And then I was like, actually, no, I don't. Girl, that man is not no originator of nothing, honey. You just the crackhead of the pairs. I did not feel that way at all. I really did not like UJ that much. I felt like GJ and GN were the crackheads. I did. I did. All right, I guess this last 5 minutes, they just don't want me to get this last trade. So I don't really know what I want to do. What to do. I'm telling y'all, when I can get my execution to 100%, I am going to be good money, okay? It's the execution that's screwing me a little bit. Just a tad. I'm trying to figure out if I just want to just take the next trade on the Apex account, no matter what time it is, and just let it go, just purposely blow it, because I'm literally one trade away from max drawdown. The other thing that I can do is wait until maybe wait until like 2 o'clock and just try to take like the first trade after 2 o'clock or something. Oh shit. Houston, we have movements. Because I mean, I got to do something with the account. I don't want to, I got to either blow it or get back to full drawdown, either way. But obviously, I would prefer to get back to full drawdown. What to do? All right, I'm about to do something real quick. Let's go look at 2 o'clock yesterday. So if I'm gonna get back on the charts, I want to be able to put my best foot forward and trade when the volume makes sense, you know? Yeah, I think I'm gonna come back at 2 o'clock. I think that's what's gonna make the most sense to me. Trying to see 2-7. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna come back at 2 o'clock. 2 to 3 and just kind of go from there. So Monday I'll let y'all know what ended up happening. Y'all know I won't keep y'all in the dark or anything. But that's just what I'm gonna do, because it looks like that's when volatility kind of makes sense. Volume and volatility makes sense after 2 o'clock. So I'll do that. I was initially looking at the little website that I use that talks about the common stock market patterns. And it basically said 2 to 2:30 are the big shakeout points, and that they will force many traders out of their position. If a reversal of a prior trend occurs around this time, price is likely to move very strongly in the opposite direction, even if the prior trend does sustain itself. So I want to trade at that time. So we'll see. Indicators are reactions. They only tell you things after the fact. Sure. But it depends on what indicators you're using also, because I mean, one of the indicators that I'm using is order flow. That doesn't tell me anything after the fact. That's real time, right? Volume is real time as well. The only thing that can be lagging is like the half trends and stuff. However, and that is true, it also depends on what indicators you use, because first of all, if you're using indicators on a time-based chart, that's all. I wouldn't say that's a problem. A lot of people use indicators on time-based charts. But if you're trading price action based on time, well, that kind of doesn't make sense, because price action is not based on time to begin with. So when you use indicators, a lot of times it is lagging simply because it's based on time, right? With me trading Renkos, and Renkos are a price-based candle, like the half trends that paint are literally based on previous, like the price action that's been happening during the day, right? And so you can see that legitimately when we get to my half trends, I can scroll back to earlier today. You can see that when we hit my half trends, even though this is based on price, market structure, it's also, this is the other thing, my half trends are based on ATR as well. So they paint based off of ATR. But you can see almost every time we reach some kind of level on my chart, price reacts there, right? So as much as some people feel like you should not use indicators because they're lagging and all of these other things, it also depends on how you are using them, number one, and what you are using them for. If my goal is to take momentum trades, obviously a lot of times the most momentum is going to come from price reacting off of a level. And that is why the majority of my trades, I'm either trading off of my minor half trend here, the major one there, trading off of the buy or sell upside or downside pressure lines, whatever. Most of the time, not all of the time, but most of the time. So as much as you could say it's lagging, right? Look, we created a downtrend, we pulled back to the major half trend, and look, we reacted off of it, and then we halted at the minor one. We pulled back a little bit, and then we pushed down another, I can't even see what number that is over there, but you know, most of the time price is reacting off of something. So everybody has their thing. I know that there are some people who trade naked and there are people who don't, but I believe that indicators can help you. It's just a matter of you using them properly. Because if you're just taking a trade because, oh, price hit a pivot level, so I'm just going to get into a sell, well, that's stupid as hell, because you have to have more supporting documentation for that, right? Because at any point in time, resistance can become support and vice versa. So if I'm only taking a sell because we hit a resistance level, that is dumb. We can push past the level. Who knows how far we're going to push past the level? So yeah, just all depends on the person. Key levels in 10 EMA only for you. Yeah, and it looks like I have a lot on my chart, but I really don't. I don't. I have a couple of half trends. Well, I have three, but you can only see two. I have pivot levels, which are important to me. I have order flow VWAP, which I don't really care much about the deviation levels. I care most about the actual VWAP because I don't like taking trades off of it, because obviously the middle VWAP level is where we tend to know whether it's an uptrend or a downtrend. So I don't really want to take trades there because we can kind of flip back and forth. We can consolidate there. So I just kind of leave it alone. And I started doing that, I think last week or 2 weeks ago, something like that. I think last week. The only other reason why I have the other deviation levels is of course, again, price can react there, right? So sometimes, like, where's the one trade? I sat out of it because I didn't know yet if I wanted to for sure make that a rule that I can take the trade. What time does it say? Oh, I'm way far behind. But there was a buy that happened and we rotated off of one of the VWAP levels. Pretty sure it was here. Yeah, it was here. So this is an upper deviation level. I don't know. 67.50. Oh, this was the first upper deviation level, and volume and order flow of basically from, I count A, B, C. Well, really I count this as 0 because it matters too, but basically here, so creating this pullback, volume and order flow tells me that as long as this entry bar is attached to a level, the buyers are in control of the point of control because I'm going for a buy, I could take the trade. I just didn't because I still, like, it's not a solidified rule of mine, and today I just wanted to take solidified stuff. But you can see we pushed up, I don't know how many ticks this is. We pushed up 67 ticks from the entry bar. So indicators work as long as you're using them properly. I run from anybody saying one thing is the only way to trade. Yeah, I used to have a lot of people when I first got on YouTube who used to tell me what I needed to do. Like, you need to do this and you need to look at this chart and look at the higher time frames. And I'm like, first of all, people. And one guy told me that my ego was getting in the way because I told him, I said, I'm not new to trading. I've actually been trading for 10 years and I was profitable in my personal account. The last time that I traded my personal account was between 2 to 5 years ago. So 2 to 4 years. I'm sorry, not 2 to 4 years, 2 to 3 years. And I was profitable. When I got to the point where I wanted to trade in prop firms, I did not want to trade that way. I didn't want to be on the charts all day. I didn't want to deal with an intraday trail and drawdown on intraday swing trading. So I made the decision to take a step back and take a year to develop a scalping strategy with Renkos and trading in a way I've never traded before. When I intraday swing traded, I never used volume. I had never used order flow. So I am creating a brand new strategy from scratch using components that I've never used before in my 10 years of trading. Of course, I'm not going to get it in a year or two. Like, it takes time. It takes chart time. And, you know, market conditions change. So this last year, I think I've seen every market condition you could possibly think of. We've seen choppy. We've seen volume spikes. We've seen, you know, trending markets. We've seen everything you could possibly think of. And so because my goal has been to make sure that, or not to make sure, but my goal has been to develop a strategy that can work no matter what the market conditions are, that's also going to take more time. And that's only because, like, I know people who they trade better in one or the other. Either they trade really well when the market is ranging and choppy, but they don't in trending, or vice versa. And that can be very dangerous. Why? Because let's take, for instance, what day that was, yesterday, right? Where the market was extremely choppy most of the session. Was that yesterday? Yeah. All right. So you do well when the market looks like this, right? So you're thinking, okay, we're good money. but then it starts to break out a little bit, and you might have still done a little bit okay right here because it was barcoding. But then as soon as the market starts doing this, it starts trending. Now you've blown all of your profits because you relied too heavily on this. Or what if you rely so heavily on trending markets and then you get this for the day, but there's no way for you to truly know when the market is going to continue chopping or going to continue trending. You just don't know. And that's one of the reasons why I don't like time based charts. But you got to do what works for you. Exactly, blackout. Candlesticks tell you everything you need to know. You've been trading 10 years. Okay, well, that's you. And DJ, it's good that you found what works for you, because guess what? Not everybody can trade candlesticks. I have a girlfriend that's been trading for 10 years. She's extremely profitable. She has courses. She has a trading group. She has all of that, right? And her strategy, I don't like. It does not work for me. You have to find, number one, what works for you in regards to what time can you trade. What works for me from 8:30 to 10:30 in the morning is not going to work for somebody who can only trade at lunchtime, right? You also have to find what works well for your personality, because there are people who are profitable and who are successful who trade with a negative risk to reward ratio. I would never be that person because it would drive me insane. Negative risk to reward ratios, my brain does not compute. It doesn't. To know that I have to win 3 trades in a row to cover the loss I just took. No. You have people that are success. Nacho, who was a mod in the Apex Discord, he DCAs into oblivion. Okay. He made $1 million, over $1 million with Apex, DCAing into oblivion before they, shut down DCAing that way. DCA does not work for me in my brain. I don't care how you try to teach it to me. It does not work. I had a Forex bot that was Martingale that's basically DCAing into oblivion. And I hated it. Whenever I logged in and I'm like, what? I don't like it. Because if I legitimately thought that we were in an uptrend here and I took the buy right here, but then price started going down. So then I take another buy on the reversal. And then I come down and I take another buy. Like, at what point do I just say, you know what? Maybe it's not a damn uptrend. Why am I fighting the market? Just take the loss and go. But guess what? Everybody's mindset is not like that. Some people just truly believe, hey, I'm right in my analysis. I'm just wrong in the time. So even if they're in that trade for 2 damn hours going back and forth, in their mind, they were right because they eventually came out break even though they took loss. That last little buy got them enough to break even. And in their mind, they were right. Even though in order for them to break even, they had to be wrong 7 times. It doesn't matter to them. My brain don't work that way. Just doesn't. Thank you, Blackout. I appreciate it. Thank you. You're a naked tick chart guy. Yeah, all styles. Just find what works for you, T-Bond. Don't read too much into 1 or 2 days of profit outliers. Yeah, oh, absolutely. Listen, I would never get excited because of 1 good day or 2 good days. Like, that's just insane, right? It's all about your edge, and edge obviously goes far beyond 1 or 2 days, and for me, I know that by the time I start trading in my PA again, because it's just been sitting there. It's been sitting there since March. Because I'm not dumb. Like, why trade on my account that matters when I know I'm not ready yet? I know I'm still making adjustment and things like that. But by the time I get to trading on my PA again, I should have pretty good confidence in the strategy, because even though I just started trading this exact way a month ago, I've been putting this together for 12 months. There's 12 months of back testing, forward testing, time on the charts. Like, there's so much that went into this by the time it's finalized. So yeah, and by then I should know my edge as well, because I journal physically. I have an online journal as well. So, but the online journal is definitely clutch My problem has always been like I sit out of so many trades that I can't specifically use my online journal to try to filter out like what component of my strategy needs a slight adjustment to increase the win rate, because I'm missing too many trades out of it. But all right. These are the stats for today. Let me go in the trade performance so I could tell you the win loss ratio and stuff. All right, so I took 6 trades. I won 4 and lost 2. Um, one of the losses I feel like I gotta look at, but I know the other one I'm not really sure if there's anything I could do to mitigate it. I think it's just the first loss in a month for that particular setup, and that's okay. Um, Also, there was a lot of trades. I wouldn't say that many, probably like 3 trades, maybe 4 that I missed out on. Just delta flipping right before a bar close, have no time to get into it, that kind of thing. And then we did have the one trade where we just didn't get filled at all. But overall, not a bad day at all. I'm going to come back at 2 o'clock. I'm not streaming, but I'm going to come back to the charts at 2 o'clock because the Apex account is only about $700 away from being at full drawdown, and it renews on Sunday. So I want to come back at 2 o'clock and see if the volatility and the volume, can I get one trade in with 7 contracts to try to get it back to full drawdown. If the trade loses, it's fine because I'm just going to max 10 contracts and just like blow the account basically, just so I can get the free reset. And then the November Top Step account, I'm going to cancel that one and just rebuy it because I didn't break a rule, so it's not going to reset on renewal. And then we'll just go with that. This account is doing fine, only about $150 down, so yeah. But overall, not a bad last couple of days. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I thank you guys for tuning in. Please like the video on your way out if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. But other than that, I will see you guys bright and early Monday morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Enjoy the rest of your day, your weekend. Be safe, and I'll see you guys Monday. Bye, guys.